It can feel like the climate is changing faster than we can react, but there are people doing good work. There is a climate crew. The Hudson Bay Lowlands. There's more here than meets the eye. Spanning 3 provinces, it is rich in biodiversity and is one of the world's largest carbon stores. The Parks Canada Climate Crew has partnered with the local Cree communities and the Canadian Museum of Nature, using their individual resources to learn more about this vital ecosystem.
Here we have what we're looking for.
Yeah, so the sphagnum moss can be seen all over Canada. Do you think the sphagnum moss is also in the HBL?
We find the sphagnum, especially the northern parts, and in wet areas. And they are photosynthesizing, so they are taking CO2 from the atmosphere.
So something this small can store a lot of carbon.
Fun fact, peatlands only cover 3% of the Earth, but store more carbon per square meter than forests. A dead plant would normally release the carbon it's absorbed during its lifetime. But in the waterlogged peatlands, like those in the Hudson Bay Lowlands, the low oxygen, high acidity, and cold temperatures of the standing water combine to slow the decay and release of the carbon. Partially decayed plants build layer upon layer over time, creating peat soil that stores carbon for thousands of years.
Is this why the Hudson Bay Lowlands is such an important project?
The carbon part is one important part of our work in the Hudson Bay Lowlands. There's the carbon, there's the diversity of type of species and diversity of the environment, and importantly, a third dimension of the work of this environment as the homeland, the traditional territory, Indigenous people, Cree people there want to maintain a certain way of life. That's a third big dimension. It's their initiative, but we've been just like very happy to support. When it came to understand the biodiversity of the Hudson Bay Lowland region, Canadian Museum of Nature, it's the place that hosts the largest collection of biological material from that region.
And just like the Hudson Bay Lowlands, there's a lot more going on at a museum than what you can see.
I'm the curator of this botanical collection at the Canadian Museum of Nature. There are well over 1 million specimens in this collection, and the oldest specimens are from 1766.
So we are really entering another area of our collections that provided us with lots of samples from Hudson Bay Lowland. This room is the mollusk collection. So these samples are all points on a map.
Not only on a geographic map, but also time, right?
We've got old samples, 1915, and we go back as far as more than 150 years ago. So all of these accumulate into a lot of information over time, possibly talking about climate change.
Well, especially important in the context of a place like Hudson Bay Lowland that is changing so much.
Absolutely. And if you live in that environment, and if you want to feed your family, then the information that is here will match with your information living in that environment and better understand the reasons why things are changing. This has been a wonderful partnership, the Museum of Nature with Parks Canada. It was timely, of course, for Parks Canada to be working with the communities to start looking at what is the knowledge and what else do we need to know about the Hudson Bay Lowland area.
So we have a nice diversity of specimens here. Are they all from the Hudson Bay Lowlands?
They are, and so are over 36,000 others that we've processed so far in the herbarium.
The leaders there really appreciate this work, and they really consider that this type of information, in combination with the knowledge that they have, will really help them about the future of their land.
The herbarium is a way of different generations speaking to each other and learning from each other. And this opens up the possibility of their stories being understood through other perspectives.
I mean, the project shows that this individual specimen is much more than just this physical materiality that has lived in a drawer there for 70 some years. In this case, it's now actual information that enables people to make decisions.
Absolutely.
That's why we're freeing the data.
And by data, Jennifer is referring to getting the specimens photographed and leaning into the world of community scientists who help pair those images with information, making them searchable for researchers. In a sense, they're helping to open the collection cabinets to the world.
And so this is making data available faster because we now have an army of willing, interested volunteers. That's community science today.
A bit surprising, but it's the days where there was not a book on conservation biology, which is now a thriving domain of science, research, and activities. And you now see the sophistication of the thinking and the doing, both in terms of climate change and in terms of understanding biodiversity. That's what gives me hope. It's seeing how quickly we've changed as a profession.